Welcome to the match preview for Arsenal versus Wolves. Remember, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. I have a guest today with me. I was going to do it on mine, but I thought, let me get some other opinions on it. And he's actually here already. I didn't notice this whole time. To be honest, I was doing stuff I didn't even notice. So let me. Whoa! What's going on here? I've done the wrong thing. Hey, there we go. Here he is, my boy Stefan. Bro, listen, yeah. What's good? I know you're a controversial person as well.
Yeah, I'm controversial.
I get a bit of that. I've been saying some wild stuff lately. I said the other day, yesterday on the Football Terrace on Top 6, I said if Arsenal win their first 5 games, we'll win the league. People have taken that as a madness. Before the ball has been kicked, I think we're winning the league. So if we win our first 5 games, Man City away, Tottenham away, Villa away.
I like it, Jin. I like the
confidence, bro. Yeah, I'm coming with chest this year. I'm coming with chest. You know what? The last 2 years, I haven't had chest, bro. I'll be honest. I haven't had chest. I've been one of the guys that I've come with chest sometimes, but then I'm a bit realistic with it. This year, I said, you know what, man? I'm going all out this year. I'll hold the corn. If we don't win the league, I'll hold the corn from all the rival fans. But fuck it. Listen, big up, Nick. Straight away, big up, brother. Since you're Sicilian, I bet you are in the mafia. Just joking, bro. Listen, I've got family in the mafia, bro. I'm not even capping. Jokes, but but in England, I'm not. I'm a YouTube guy, yeah, and I work at a normal job. I earn my money legitimately, and that's what my lawyer tells me to tell everyone that asks me about that. Yeah. So yeah, but listen, bro, it's been a while, man. How you feeling going into the season, bro?
I'm just it's been too long, man. I've been looking forward to the start of the season for ages now. It's finally here. I'm really excited. I'm like you. I think we're gonna win the league this year. I really do believe it. I'm not as optimistic as saying if we win the first 5 games. For me, it's all about how we finish. But I just think we have a really good squad. Hopefully we can make some more signings. And yeah, I'm really optimistic for this season.
Yeah, bro. Listen, first of all, I want to put it out there. Well, the thing I said, for me, it's not even that wild, bro. I think we're gonna win the league, bro. I just think we're gonna win the league. Us winning the first 5 games means this season we have beaten Man City away. And we've also already beaten Spurs away. Could be another slip up. Plus, it's early in the season. I just think that if we do that, we go on and win it. But that's my take. I'm not saying like it's impossible for us to lose after that. Anything can happen in football. But I just think we're going to win anyway. So that would just give me another notch to say, yeah, we're going to do it. No, but listen.
I mean, in terms of to your point, I think it's time. We have to win now. Yeah, I'm fed up of hearing from rival fans saying Ten Hag is a better coach than Mikel Arteta. But then when you ask them the question, would you rather have him right now? Would you rather have him as your coach or Arteta? They always kind of dilly-dally. Yeah. So for me, I think it's time for him to win the league.
Yeah.
I think all of the players can go up another level potentially. In my opinion, I think Saka can get better. I think Odegaard can get better. I think Martinelli and Jesus can do far better than they were last season. So I think those improvements, along with some of the signings, Calafiori for me is an upgrade at left back just defensively. So for me, I just think with Merino also, hopefully it seems like it's going to get done. Hopefully by this weekend, I think we'll have an even bigger squad and be even more ready to win the league, I think. So, yeah.
Yeah, bro, 100%. 100%. I agree, bro. Going into the match reaction, before we get into the talk about us versus Wolves, we've got a few comments here. We've got Nick saying, by the fact that Arsenal escalate their points tally every season, that change will be winning the Prem is more likely, but it may end up being so much as the same. Listen, I hear it, bro. I'm with Seth. We need to win the league, bro. So I'm putting all my positive energy, bro. Arsenal fans, fuck it, man. Regardless of listen, here's what I'm gonna say, yeah, in my opinion. Also,
For all
Big
the
up, brother. Always in the chat, always picking up. Big up, bro. For me, yeah, listen, regardless of if I come with chest this season and say I think we're gonna win the league or we're gonna win the league, or if I come with no chest and say I don't know, I think City are gonna win the league. If we don't win the league, I'm getting the same level of banter, bro. I'm getting the same level of
it's the thing that annoys me, especially within our fan base, as you know, within our WhatsApp group, is that it's very kind of polarized. So it's like if we don't make signings, it's the end of the world. We still have, in my opinion, easily a good enough team to win the league, even if we don't make a further signing after Marino. In my opinion, we have a good enough squad. We showed it last year. And for people to say that we bottled the league last year, in the last 17 games, we won 15, drew 1, and lost 1. How can you possibly say that we bottled the league with that record? So for me, I just think it's I think also the biggest problem, Giuseppe, that we're not touching on with Arsenal is the media narrative. And the media narrative is quite negative, I would say. I know every fan base says this, but some of the media narratives, for example, when Liverpool lost the league 8 out of 9 times to City, what was the narrative? The narrative was that City were really good, that City were too good, that they're competing with an oil state. When Arsenal don't win the league against City, it's should Arteta be sacked next year if Arsenal don't finally win the league? So that really really ticks me off, the kind of the difference in narrative between Liverpool and now. Like Liverpool have won a few domestic trophies the last few years, but people forget that Klopp in his first 5 to 6 years completely ignored the FA Cup and the League Cup, never took them seriously. So I just think we have to focus on ourselves, not listen to kind of the noise.
And the rivals. Listen, it's more the rivals that put the pressure on Arteta to get sacked and stuff. That's all the rivals and stuff. The really, listen, it don't matter what we want, even if we don't win the league, the club's not sacking Arteta, so I'm not even on that train. But yeah, listen, going into the game tomorrow at 3 o'clock. By the way, people, I will be doing a watch along, so make sure you tune into that. Wolves at the Emirates. I'm confident, to be honest. I think first game at the Emirates we're winning. Like Wolves is not an easy game. I'm not looking past them like that. I just think that first game of the season at the Emirates, we're going to be gassed in front of the fans. We're going to win the game. I can't see a world where we don't win the game, and I actually think we win the game pretty comfortable. I don't think it means anything for Wolves this season. I just think that there's not many teams that would come to the Emirates first game of the season and get a result. I'll be honest, very, very few teams. I think I always say Arsenal's first and last game of the season, we normally win. Now we normally win them both, and definitely if it's at the Emirates, we normally win. So I'm gonna say Arsenal win this game. We'll start it from now, and I'll say my score prediction from now. And I'll get yours, and then we'll go on to talking about the teams and that. My score prediction is 3-0. I think we're going to beat them 3-0. I think we're going to keep a clean sheet. And I think we're going to score nice early goals, and then a nice early goal, then like maybe 2 in the first half and then 1 in the second half. That's my thoughts on it. What about you, bro?
I think similar to you, but I don't think we're going to start guns blazing. In terms of, for me, I think we're going to start a little slow, but by slow, I mean our attacking play won't be, I think it'll be kind of like last year where our attacking play won't be as fluid at the start, but I still think we'll have enough. I still think we'll win 2-0, but that'll be like a very controlled 2-0 where Wolves barely have any shots or any shots on target. And, for me, I think they're there for the taking because they just lost their best player, arguably, I would say, and their other, I would say, one of their best players. He is fit for the game, but he hasn't trained the last, I think 2 weeks in Cunha, so he's not gonna be, 100% match fit for the game. So everything is kind of rolling in our way. And let's be honest, at home, our record against Wolves, I think we have the last 6 games, 6 wins. So like, bro,
I think so as well, bro. Yeah, another year of growth to our core. It's not considered also another year of Arteta. Bro, listen, this is another thing. People, when it comes to Arsenal, players can't improve. The players we have can't improve, bro. Yeah, like Saka will be the same level forever because it's Arsenal Football Club. They don't. Odegaard will be the same forever because it's Arsenal Football Club. These guys are all going to be better after last year. Plus, we do need a few more. I still think we need a striker. I know you disagree, bro, and you don't think we need a striker.
No, I would. It's not that. See, people in the group always make. It's not that I think we don't need. If we can get a top striker, I agree. But in my opinion, I think a bigger need is winger, because the only position in currently that we don't have solid competition of two players, where the other player is nervous if his level drops down, is, let's be honest, is right wing. That's the only position right now.
I hear it, bro. 4-0, Kai bracing coming. Oh, I hear it.
Hopefully, let's go.
If we start the season with a nice 4-0, it would be the perfect start to the season. Definitely to put everyone's back up and be like, wait, because I have this sneaky feeling, Chelsea are going to do City on the first game of the season, bro. I just have this feeling that Chelsea are going to somehow get something. Now I've seen Rodri's not playing. I think that City are notoriously. I think he's Pep Guardiola's only ever won one first game of the season.
No, last year it was Rodri didn't play 4 games. They lost 3 of them.
Yeah,
they lost 3 of them. And I think
Nick saying 2-0. So he's agreeing. Everyone's thinking we're going to get clean sheets, by the way.
Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah,
and it's wild because how the times have changed. How much faith the Arsenal fans we have in our defense now is mad. And we should. It's true. It's going to be boiling tomorrow too, so the players won't go all that. Yeah, I hear it, bro. It's going to be.
I don't know about boiling. It's going to be at 3 p.m. I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, the weather is hot in England at the moment. So
is it?
Yeah. But listen, going into the game, Wolves preseason they looked all right. They don't really play the same amount of preseason games as us. They played 2 games preseason or 3. They played Crystal Palace and lost 3-1. Then they beat Leipzig 3-0, and then they lost 1-0 to Rayo. So listen, they haven't had the best preseason. They haven't, but the one thing they have had is most of their players, where we have had a lot of players out on the international duties. So that may be a factor in the game. I don't think so, but yeah, it's going to be interesting. Wolves have got a better manager now. I think they will have a decent, half decent season. I just don't think they're going to get anything. But on Arsenal again, because I don't want this to be too long a video. The starting 11 now is something that a lot of people are talking about, like who's going to start. And let's be honest, there's a couple positions that everyone's talking about, and it's all the left-hand side of the pitch, pretty much. Yeah, that is the talking point of who's playing, and maybe the striker position. I'm going to give my starting 11 of who I would start this game, and then I'll let you give yours, and then we'll discuss and etc. And people in the comments let us know what you do. So for me, it's David Raya in goal, 100%. I think Ben White right back, Saliba, Ben White right back, Saliba, Gabriel, left back. I'm gonna actually. People might be surprised. I'm actually gonna start Zinchenko. I thought he's been decent preseason, and I think we slowly integrate Calafiori. I think if we go 2-0 up in the first half, around the 60th minute, take off Zinchenko, bring on Calafiori, let us set up defensively, let him get into the game like that. I personally think that's how we should start. People might think that's wild to say.
But isn't that the whole point? You just added, right? People are. This is what I hate. Like, this is again our fan base and our group. Like Zinchenko, from being last year, he had a bad year. Now suddenly he's a terrible player. I think preseason, the way he played showed a little bit of his previous form when he first came to Arsenal, how effective he could be if we dominate the game and if we could control the game. I would argue there is not a better left back in football in his position when it comes to controlling and dictating play and progressing play. So if we dominate the ball against Wolves, I would play him because he's not going to play too much defensively. So And he looks good. He looks like he's a really.
I hear that. So that's why I put him in, because I think Calafiori is my starting left back for the team this season. But I just think he needs to grow into he needs to get into. We don't need to chuck him in straight away. I wouldn't complain if Calafiori starts. If Arteta thinks he's ready to start, I won't moan about it. But for that reason, I'll start Zinchenko. The midfield, I'd start Partey and Rice. I'd probably start Partey in the 6 and Rice in the 8.
Sure.
That's how I'd start it, with Odegaard right in front of them, Saka on the right. I'd start Havertz up top. I think what he done, like, there's the Jesus shout, but I just think Havertz finished the season so well. We start the season with him up top if we ain't got a new striker. And on the left is where it gets interesting. I love Trossard, but you know what? I'm going to tell Martinelli, go out there, bro. I'm giving Martinelli the first game. I want Martinelli to start the first game of the season, definitely against Wolves, because I want him to have the confidence. I want him to build into the team. I want him to get that grit in his teeth that he normally has. Last season wasn't a great season for him. So for me, I'd start Martinelli. I'd give him that bit of confidence, and I'd like to see what he does. But once again, if Trossard starts, I won't be too pissed. Trossard's been brilliant. He's really good. He's always clinical for us as well. So I'm not gonna moan about that. But that's my starting 11. We've got some comments here. Wagwan, Mr. Giuseppe Donna's here, saying Wagwan to you as well, bro. I always look hot in orange. Listen, orange. Doctor Strange, baby. Zinni and Havertz starting at left back and left 8. Oh, there is a chance that he starts.
It depends how much we think we're gonna dominate the ball.
Havertz, I wouldn't start him. I would personally start
Rice. But in terms of, isn't that? But when I speak to fans in the group who like to, isn't that the great thing about our squad now, that we're thinking like, okay, maybe we could play, if we sign Marino, we could play Marino at the 8. We could play Havertz at the 8. We could play Havertz up top, Jesus, Trossard, Martinez. We have so many high-quality competition in our squad now. And that's not only talking about defense. It's also talking about the midfield area. Partey, if he stays fit. People, again, are also sleeping on Partey. You forgot. I was surprised you actually said Ben White, because Jurrien Timber, before his little injury that he got in the preseason, looked, I would say, the best player. He was immense against Bournemouth and against Man United. Yeah. So for me, that's why I'm so excited, because I know we have just a really, really good squad that we need to add, maybe, plus Marino, maybe one more high quality type player. Yeah. And for me, I would agree with your starting 11. Zinchenko at left back, I would start him because I think we're going to dominate the ball a lot. So we're going to need him more going forward. The number 8, I'm going to be honest, Giuseppe, I don't like as much as others do the combination between Partey and Rice. I think it's a little bit too defensive at times. I would play it because they are our 2 best midfielders. But in the future, if we sign Marino, I would want to see some variety there, like maybe Rice and Marino combined, maybe a Partey and Marino, because Marino is like, he's like a box-to-box Xhaka, in my opinion, from what I've watched and from what I've read. So I'm really happy if we actually sign him. And then obviously number 10, Odegaard. We forgot that, and Saka. Those are the only 2 positions where we're kind of guaranteed. Saliba, Gabriel, Odegaard, and Saka maybe are kind of just the first names on the.
Yeah, I think Rice is as well, to be honest.
Yeah, Rice is also.
And obviously Raya is, like, but like for me, the reason Timber's great, and Timber started preseason great, and I love Timber and I love the look of him, and I can't wait to see him this season. But I just don't think he deserves to start yet over Ben White. Because I just think Ben White.
I don't know. Yeah, I actually thought Ben White didn't look that good in preseason. I'm gonna be honest.
See, I thought he was all right, but I think it's preseason, and that sometimes you can't take too much. He's been quality for 3 years.
Yeah, I agree.
So I think that I think with him, I think he deserves to start. But listen, we're pretty much the same on the starting 11. Then I think Marino is coming in. I think it's just a matter of time. I think we've got him. I think for a perfect window, in the sense of a realistic perfect window, if we sign a Gyökeres and a right wing option, I think that's a perfect wing. Like if we sign that Brighton guy, what's his name?
Adingra.
I think he's I think he's a good backup, man. I think he's a good
But
backup personally.
that's an issue, Giuseppe. We cannot sign a back. We need to sign competition. We need to sign somebody that will make Saka nervous. Pedro Neto, although everybody was saying he's injury prone, I honestly think if Pedro Neto is fit and playing at top form, he makes Saka nervous
But I
because
think these
he's a
guys.
very talented player.
The thing is, that guy's 22, and I think if he gets to a team like Arsenal, he could create that competition, innit? Like it's just the money we're willing to spend on them, innit? If we want to get if we want to get someone that's going to pressure Saka, you're looking at 50 mil plus, innit? Like for the player.
I disagree. I disagree. I think Chelsea massively. I think they overpaid big time. I think they overpaid by 10 to 15 million for Neto, because 60 million for a player that has only played, I think I read 27% of the last three of all the available games in the last 3 years. That for me is a very risky, fee. I really rate Neto. I would have tried to sign him, but not at the 60 million. Maybe a little bit less, maybe around 45, 50. I agree with you. But Adingra for me doesn't move. I like him. He's a talented player. He works hard. Is versatile. Can play. I honestly do think that if we sell Nketiah, have you seen? Do you know who the highest spenders this transfer window are? Brighton, 180 million. They're gonna, if they sign those two, they're gonna sign the Leeds guy who they paid his release clause, 40 million, and they're about to sign the Turkish fullback that we were linked with for around 30 to 35 million. Brighton have never spent 180 million. This tells me either the chairman has changed his policy or there's a big sale on the horizon, potentially. So I honestly do think if we manage to sell Eddie, I do think your kind of suggestion of Adingra might be actually true.
Yeah.
Because for me,
I think we might. Listen, Fromis says, also, did you watch the Arsenal presser? Arteta's presser, he insinuated that we won't be signing an attacker and he's happy with our front line. Listen, that's the thing. He's never going to, if you know Arteta, he always does this. He's never going to downgrade the team or make the team sound like he ain't happy with it. He's always going to speak positive and like that. And he's always going to, he don't give nothing away, man. He don't give nothing away. It's people get frustrated with that. I like that from my manager. I think Timber will mostly play inverted right back. Yeah, I hear that as well.
Yeah, that's actually a good point, because I honestly do think that a back four of Timber and Zinchenko, I don't think will be as likely, because of the fact that they're both their biggest strengths are both similar in terms of when they come into midfield. So if you leave the Timber to just defend, not that Timber is a very good defender. I just think if you allow Zinchenko to be the main one that inverts into the midfield, you kind of downplay Timber's main strength, I would say. So yeah, I don't think they're gonna start as much on the same team.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I think he's gonna play when Calafiori plays.
Yeah,
40 mil for Neto. That's what I would say he was worth with the injuries and stuff.
No, but 40 mil because of his injuries. Without his injuries, I think the 60 mil is quite fair. But just because of the injuries, I think the fee is way too much.
Oh yeah, that's the left back.
Yeah, that's not left back. He plays left back, right wing, left wing. He's super versatile and two-footed.
Yeah,
he's very good.
To be fair, listen, yeah, I'm confident going into the first game of the season. I'm going to be doing the watch along. I did have tickets to the game. I had to give the tickets away because my missus is expecting the baby. So I was like, I can't. Yeah, the due date's next week. So I was like, I can't go to the game. Sucks, but more responsibility. My luck is that I get to the game. I've got no signal in the stadium. I come out of the stadium, get halfway home when I finally get signal, and I found out that the baby's here. Like, I can't risk it. So I was like, I have to just suck it up for a year and not go to the game. I'll get other tickets this season. But yeah, listen, mate, let's hope we have a good season. I think this first game is going to be a big eye-opener for everyone. I hope we batter them, because I think if we batter them, it's going to give a lot of the Arsenal fans confidence. I think it will give the players confidence and everyone around us a bit of fear. Even us, just Wolves. I think if we come out and put a dominant display on and just batter them, they're going to be like, oh, god damn, they're here again. Man, these guys are still good. You know what I mean? They know we're still good, but I feel like if they watch that and they just see us slap them 3-0 or something, they're going to sit there and just go,
I mean, Giuseppe, just that if you look at the preseason predictions from the pundits, we're getting far more respect this year. If you look at it, half of the pundits on BBC that were asked, almost half, I think, predicted Arsenal to win the league. If you compare it to last year, very few did. Very few. So I think this year people are a little bit afraid of us. If you watched the last two preseason games, especially the Bayer Leverkusen game, we made Bayer Leverkusen look like a completely not even an average team. They had their first shot on target. I think it was it in like the 60th minute or something. It was like a long range shot. So I just think we need to take ourselves seriously. People take us seriously. We need to have a little bit more chest, like you said, the team, like the way Liverpool act. Like Liverpool have not been as good the last 3 years, but if you speak to their fans, like they're expecting Arne Slot to go for at least be competitive in the league. By competitive, I mean towards Man City and Arsenal, and to win a cup.
Yeah.
So in his first season,
to be honest, I think Arsenal the players and the team are gonna come with chest this season. I think last year we come so close, going last game of the season. I think they're going to come with chest this season and they're going to think they can beat anyone. We beat Man City. We didn't lose to Man City last season. People got to deep that. We played them 3 times, including the Community Shield, and we didn't lose once to them. I think we're going to come with chest. I don't think we're going to be scared of anyone next season, and I don't think we're going to worry about going. I think the fact that we've got Man City away this season so early is beautiful, because every time we seem to have them near the end, near that final crunch time of the season, and it's kind of a bit of a dampener on like a bit of stress, pressure, dampening on our little run. So I think it's perfect that we've got on when we have. So yeah, listen, thanks for coming on, my bro. Thanks for joining me. I didn't want to make this too long. I'm sure I will be talking more previews and match reactions and stuff like that. If you're back for a match reaction after the game and stuff, I'll get you on and we'll see your thoughts on the game. Hopefully we're here positive. Who knows, man? Imagine it's like a 5-0. We'll be gassed, bro. Like a Saka hat-trick in the first game of the season or something, or a little Havertz hat-trick. No, don't give Havertz a hat-trick, because then we'll be like, we don't need a striker now. But yeah, listen, people, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Yeah, listen. Remember what I tell you every time at the end of the video. First of all, comment below your thoughts on the game, what you think we're going to do, the predictions for the game. Let me know who you'd start, who you wouldn't start, any controversial starting picks. Certain people might say start Wanyeri. I don't know. But listen, remember, people, eat pizza, eat pasta, Bukayo Blood Clot Saka, Sicilian Gooner. Peace.